Right. Make yourself comfy, cozy. Adjust your body there in a comfortable position and ground down through your sit bones. Take a deep inhale, lift your chest, lift crown of your head up to the ceiling, lift your shoulders to your ears. Open mouth, exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Deep breath in, ground down through your seat, lift your chest, lift your chin, lift your crown. Open mouth, exhale. And once again, deep breath in, ground down as you lift your chest, lift your chin, crown, shoulders up. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. And move your neck side to side a little. Notice if there's any tension. Move your spine a little bit. Just move a little your body. So let go of any stiffness. Then sit nice and tall, chest open, shoulders back and down. Then close down your eyes. Take a breath in through your nose. Look for the top of your breath in. Parted lips, exhale. 2 more like that. In through your nostrils. Open mouth, exhale. Again, deep breath in. A little more air in this time. Open mouth, exhale. Now softly seal your lips. Inhale through your nose. Look for top of breath in. Exhale through your nose. Continue on your own, breathing in and out through your nostrils. And observe pathway of your breath. Observe the moment cool air touches your nostrils, passes through your throat. Observe your breath into your lungs. Observe how your body is breathing right now. And observe the moment you reach top of your inhale. Observe the moment your lungs begin to soften and warm air flows out through your nostrils. Notice the moment you empty out completely. And in the moment you empty out, pause empty for a moment and allow everything else to fall away in that moment. Tension falls away from your body, and anything else going on falls away. All you have is your next inhale. Following breath in, right here, right now. Following breath out, right here, right now. Pause empty for a moment. Soften into that pause. Whole body feels more and more relaxed. Relax your facial expression. Space in between your eyebrows, forehead. Relax the eyelids. Allow eyes to rest. Relax your cheeks. And clench your jaw. Release your tongue. Notice your neck. Draw your chin slightly towards your chest, just so you feel long at the back of your neck. Your head is moving back a little. Relax your shoulders, feeling more spacious across your collarbones. Notice arms. Allow arms to be heavy. And notice your palms. Notice your fingers. Notice your back muscles. And allow everything to soften every time you breathe out. And observe very carefully where is tension in the body. And every time you breathe in, every time you breathe out, allow another layer of tension to fall away, feeling more and more at ease in your body, in your skin. Notice your glutes. Notice your seat. Notice your belly. Allow your belly to be soft. Notice breath flowing in. Breath flowing out. Notice your legs, your thighs, knees, calves. Notice ankles. Notice feet. Notice toes. Notice breath flowing in. And breath flowing out. More and more at ease. Body feels more and more relaxed. More and more connected with this moment, this very moment. Begin to notice your senses, what your sense of touch is experiencing. Notice if your palms are touching any texture, any surface. Notice any surface touching your skin. What's the sensation like? Notice your body in touch with the base you're sitting on. Notice how it feels. Notice if your feet, if your toes are touching any surface. Notice how it feels. Notice breath flowing in. Notice breath flowing out. Notice if you can taste anything. If there's any particular taste or a neutral taste. Notice if you smell anything in particular, or perhaps you are accustomed or used to the scent around you so much, you need to really, really pay attention to smells around you. Perhaps any scent coming from your clothing or from yourself. Notice. Notice what your ears are hearing. Sound of your breath. Sound of my voice. And sounds around you. Observe carefully. Sounds near you. Sounds far from you. Notice what comes into your awareness. Notice what your eyes are seeing behind your closed eyelids. Notice if you see any movement, any color, and focus your gaze in the space in between your eyebrows just for a moment. You don't have to hold there. But notice it's almost you need to move your eyes a little further back so you can look up in between your eyebrows. And just with curiosity, notice if anything changes in what you see. If you look there for a moment, if you see any color or any movement, just curiosity, no expectations. There's nothing you have to experience, just stay curious. And allow your eyes to rest. And now follow your next inhale into your lungs, into your body. And begin to notice your heart beating. And notice how you feel. What is your current state of being, including everything? Your body, your energy, emotions, mood, mind, everything arising in your inner experience. Just observe, acknowledge, become aware. Not looking for anything, not pushing anything away. Just watching, noticing. Just like you're watching a movie. Without judgment, without evaluation. You're just becoming aware. Notice your experience right here, right now. And intention today is to inquire into the possibility of something happening, actually happening, if you are not aware of it. For example, outside your experience right now, there are phenomena happening elsewhere. However, you're not aware of it. It's not coming into your experience. Is it still happening though? Unless you imagine it is. If someone tells you something is happening on the other side of the world, before that person telling you, you weren't aware. When you weren't aware, was it actually a reality? Just inquire with curiosity. There are no right or wrong answers. Just inquire. And before that person became aware, Was that a reality? Or before anyone became aware, was there a reality? If something happens in the woods and nobody's there, there is no conscious human being around to see, to hear, to touch, and to give it a meaning, and then tell another conscious human what happened. If that never happens, if no conscious human being ever witnessed something in the woods, is there a reality? With that question, come back into your own senses and ask yourself, what is reality right here, right now? And then notice how creative, how imaginative is the mind. It tends to imagine very creatively many scenarios. Perhaps some scenarios based on an event from the past. Perhaps based on stories, even on movies, on books, on fantasies, also created by very imaginative minds. Intention is to smile and become aware of the power of our imagination in creating an experience, even when that experience is not a reality. But once you imagine it, you feel it. Once you imagine, you create an experience. Before that person told you what was going on the other side of the world, you weren't experiencing it. Once you heard, you created your own interpretation. You gave your own meaning to it. That person might tell you something in a factual manner that is happening, perhaps without much meaning, without much care, without much emotion. But if that thing is something you give meaning to, you might experience a certain emotion about it. You might create a set of different scenario in your mind that might create a different experience. Notice how your mind is the one creating your experience. First, there is what happened. Then your senses may or may not experience it. Once your senses don't hear about it, don't see it, don't touch, you're not experiencing it. Once you know it, once you hear or see or watch, then you give meaning to it. Then you have an experience. And things that you think very frequently, that you imagine very frequently, you give it so much energy that you have the power to create that experience. Sometimes only in imagination. Sometimes that becomes so powerful that you manifest that in reality. That's how powerful you are. But we forget that your mind is a powerful creative machine that is not only creating thoughts and stories, imagination, but it's also creating actual, real scenarios. It has the power to create, first in your imagination, first in thought, and then you can turn that into reality. So with that in mind, notice what is in your imagination you creating a certain experience, and decide, what do you want to create in your imagination? And imagination was neglected in our education, but it's the most powerful thing you have, is how you create your life, consciously or unconsciously. A lot of our creations happen unconsciously. That's when we get surprised about what happens, not realizing that at some point, consciously or unconsciously, we created it. Not to blame ourselves, but to feel empowered and become aware that you're the creator of your life and not subject to it. The more you become aware of it, the more you can realize you're the author, the director, the actor, and of your movie, of your story. So take a moment to ask yourself, what kind of scenario would I prefer to create? Not only right here, right now, realizing that the only thing your senses are experiencing right now is what they are actually experiencing right now. Everything else is in your mind. So take a moment to connect with your power, your creative power, and invite, call forth what you actually want to create. I'll be quiet for a couple of minutes so you can connect with yourself, with your creative power, with your authority, with your power to write your own story, consciously or unconsciously. And become conscious of that. Become conscious of your thoughts. Become conscious of what kind of thoughts are creating certain experiences. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Notice your breath flowing in. Notice your breath flowing out. And when we observe our thoughts more closely, notice they frequently repeat the past, talk about the past, repeat what happened in the past, or create a description about what happened in the past, either recent past or far in the past. Therefore, we tend to recreate certain experiences again and again. So the present moment is where we can become aware of what is actually here and now and practice being in the moment more and more often. And from the moment we're more equipped to create a different, better, more desirable future. Only with awareness in the moment. If we keep repeating in our mind, a story from the past. We are just repeating the same movie again and again, either the same or a very similar movie, not knowing that, not innocently unaware that we actually would love and desire to create a future full of peace, joy, pleasure, happiness, contentment, abundance. We need to become aware of what thoughts we are repeating over and over. It repeats same feelings, same sensations, and similar experiences. So with that in mind, we laugh to bring attention to the present moment, to shake off the past, and celebrate the present, which is called present, because it is a gift, if we open to receive. So place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Take a breath in, fill up your belly, ribs, and chest. Invite a big smile. Connect with this very moment. And laugh out loud. Take a big breath in, fill up belly, ribs, and chest. Big smile, relax, and laugh your whole body. Letting go. One more big breath in, belly, ribs, and chest, and laugh out loud. Lovely. Reach arms up overhead. Big breath in. Join your palms. Exhale, palms together to heart center, chin to chest. In gratitude for our creative power. And think of something else you are grateful for. When you're ready, open your palms, cover your eyes, and spread your fingers, blink eyes open, and move your attention back out into the world. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.